Just got some of this purple colour, so I'm just going to put a little bit just along here, some of this purple tone. I'm going to blend basically into that yellow like so, so that we've got a bit of something going on, a bit of movement and stuff basically. And I want that purple tone to be right through into there, so I'll just push some of that in. Even over in there I want some of that purple. I'm just going to switch back to my brush with the yellow on. And with that I'm going to put a tiny bit of white to it. So that just up in here I can put some little indications. It's a bit too bright, is that? So I'll use my other brush, which has got a bit of the orangey yellow on it, and that'll stop it being quite as bright like that. Just back there I'm going to have some like purple hues going right across the horizon, just in here. In there. It's a bit more to the orangey tone though, just in here. And then I'm going to use some of the purples on the edges. So I'm just playing some of the same colours that we've got in here, in the sky, down into here basically. This is a bit of the orangey tones. Some of that orange in there. Just use the fan brush side to side, but I'm doing this on a dry canvas. This is, if you were going to do it with acrylics, all this backdrop and stuff, just let it be, make sure that it's nice and dry, and then you can go over with these oils just like I am now. Really smooth, soft. It's not like alla prima when you're doing it. It's only when you're mixing wet into wet does it turn into alla prima. So there's parts that are wet on wet and parts that are like traditional techniques. But you see, just by going into that yellow with the orange, you can really pay a dividend and make it look beautiful. So I can get a bit more of the stronger orange. So I've got some of them nice warm tones in there too. Just in there. Put some of that. I want to let it wash out down here a bit. I don't want it to be as bright and stuff. Put a bit of that orange into there, so it's not all yellow. That's good. Straight yellow every now and again, just in here. A bit brighter yellow. Just to match again what's up here. Bit of yellow in there. Tiny bit of white sometimes to that yellow, just to sparkle it off. And I'm allowing it to blend up to this purple that I put in. Right up to it. Just like so. And then these colours are going to wash out basically. Just in there. I'm imagining the sunlight's coming down there. The lightest areas are going to be straight down. Obviously we've got some shadows from the waves, that's why I put these purples in. We'll also put some blues in there too. In with that. But that's the sort of effect I'm after, just in there. I'm happy with that. And like I say, I can blend that. So you can't really tell as much. Blend it into the purple. I just don't want to mucky that brush up a bit. I'll do it with the purple more. I'll blend the purple in rather than using the brush with the yellow on, because I don't want to contaminate the yellow, you see. Something like that there. It's Good. But mind if now and again you bring a little bit of that purple into it, just here and there. Because it's to the red side. If it was to the blue side, I'd say definitely no, because it's going to make all this go green, all the yellow, if you had too much blue in there. That's why I've done all this blue first, down in here. Some areas a little bit brighter just as it's washing through. And I'll blend this with a bigger brush as well, just to increase the effectiveness of it all. Now I just want to stick a few more of them oranges in. Because as you're blending it, it gets washed out a bit, you see. Orange tone just up in there too. Right, and then a bit of that white and yellow. Just to finish off. I want to put some greys and stuff in between here, you see, as well, so also this colour from underneath, when you start washing it out a little bit, will show through too. I just want that to look like it's flowing in there. Just a bit of that colour. Maybe get a bigger brush. And just blend that out. You can even scrub it to make it soft. Just scrub in there. To the sides, to the edges. See that? Just to make it so you can't see where it starts and stops. Just in there. And same up in here, you can just give it a bit of a scrub. See, I'm going to paint all this back in again in here. So I just want that to blend into there. I'm going to put a bit of some of this purpley grey tone in here as well, just a little bit. A few lighter parts. I'm going to put some blue into this area here anyway. I just want to blend that out by just tapping. Just softens it so it's nice and soft. This one nice and soft anyway, you see down in here. Right, so I'm going to put that down, get the light brushes down, and I'm going to try and mix myself some light purple. Don't want it to be dark. And then try a bit of that up in there. Yeah, something like that. So I'm just going to pull that from the side, this side, into there. And every now and again, it's going to be a bit darker here and there. See that? Just pull some of it in and then play with it by just going side to side. Just a nice light purple colour. Because it's all going to be pretty light in here with the light shining off of it. Don't over blend with it because you want to see some of them little bits of movement and stuff going on in there. Right, where I put this in here, I just want to come in with the lighter stuff just in there, blend a bit of that in, just down there, into this darker part, so it goes from dark to light, lighter up in here, and then darker down in there. And as you're doing this, I'm not pulling from that side in, I'm pulling from that side out. It doesn't matter that you drag this yellow into there, because that's just going to lighten the purple off, you see, which I don't mind too much. Not up in there, I don't. I want it to be darker down in there, but I don't mind. I want to put some blue tones in, as well as. You see how soft that is now, in there. And that's the sort of thing I was after. Even down in there, I can do a bit of that. So a blend from dark to light there in this area. And just bring it in, it's feather edge, I call it feather edging. It's like you're creating a feathered edge just in there. And then bring it right through if you like. Even down there, get a bit more white. I just love this colour. I love purple. And I basically do that all the way around where that yellow is. Just create a little halo. Same in here, I'm going to bring a bit of that, oh, a bit too dark. So I'll just allow it to pick up a bit of this lighter tone, and it'll lighten itself out. Make it lighter all the time by touching that other oil paint in there. And then again, I just want to feather edge that out. Whisper when you're doing this. There's a few bits that come through, like so, you know, into there, just like that. Just down in here, it's a bit of dark. Going through it like that, just like it has at the bottom there. See, now it's shimmering, the shimmering effect that you get by doing that. It's really good. I like it. More purple there. And down in here, I'm just going to use a bit of a darker purple, just down in this part here. You don't need a lot of paint. I'm working with small amounts of paint, just enough to cover what I've got there. Small amounts of paint. And to blend them a tiny bit more, just add a tiny bit of white to it. and then we'll create some nice glimmery effects also, with the light shining and shimmering off of this.